gets loud in Kansas City, and the perfect glue player, the captain of the side, Lola Bonta, extends her career record for starts in a Kansas City current uniform. Speaking of starting 11, a look at Vlatko Andonovski's side. They've made 3 changes to the group, especially that midfield.
Yeah, when I look at the starting 11, the word that comes to mind is attack. Dabinia Bia in the starting 11 for the first time since their opening game. They'll have the responsibility to combine, play off one another. That means DiBernardo, Labonta. They'll sit a little bit deeper in the midfield to provide the defensive structure centrally, but do keep your eye on the 2 wingers of Shawinga, Cooper. Their pace, their ability to combine, create, will give this Kansas City team a bit of a different dimension in the attack tonight.
Conversely, for Chicago, Alyssa Nair will be the one trying to slow down that attack. Twice a World Cup champion for the U.S., and now less than a month away from the selection of the national team's 18 to bring to Paris in the Olympics. Her second start in return from injury did not feature in the last camp for the U.S. 3 changes for the Red Stars as well, including Ali Schlegel, who's out due to illness.
And you mentioned Nair, and she's going to be key with her communication, leadership, her experience. She's going to have to be at her best tonight, especially with the fact that Kansas City will commit numbers forward. Swanson, Hawking, they'll be the outlets in transition, but then up top, Griffith making her second start of the season. She has to be the focal point in the attacking box tonight for Chicago.
Gerald Flores, the referee, blows the whistle in this weekend in the NWSL. Kicks off at sold-out CPKC Stadium. It's the Current and the Red Stars. And Mace navigating. Shawinga, full speed. Shawinga! Past it, diving Alyssa Nair, and that's how fast it happens. The blink of an eye, the snap of a finger, Kansas City was in the penalty area.
And you're going to hear us say it all game long, but relentless. And with Rodriguez pushing high, wide, that allows for Shawinga to be able to sit in more of those central areas. Just a little slip ball through, and then she gets in on the end of it. Opts to go with the outside of her right. Quick is going to ground. Just pulls that not far wide.
This is high, Recaro. Swanson's available. Swanson throw. Swanson! Oh! That is a remarkable goal! Chicago leads in KC! A remarkably tight angle. Mallory Swanson is good at soccer. 1-0 Red Stars.
Well, we mentioned her being the focal point and getting on the end of the ball, but also then being in a 4-4-2 that allows her to be able to get into more advanced positions, starting position a bit higher. It's a great first touch. Once she collects it, to be able to get past, bait Elizabeth Ball. No, she can't go in top, otherwise she'll draw the penalty kick, and what a finish that is. Just in the outstretched Franch, right in between her leg, her arm, can't do anything about it. It's a tight angle. She just tucks it away to that far post.
And the chaos is always real in this venue. There have already been over 40 goals scored. This the 7th game in the history of the stadium. Cooper navigates, pulls it into Dabinia, feigns, DiBernardo went for goal! DiBernardo, the 32-year-old who played nearly 200 times for Chicago.
Well, we've seen her in a lot of these positions throughout this season, just waiting for the ball at the top of the box, has the ability and is comfortable with hitting from the distance. But from a Chicago point of view, just need to make sure with Staub, Anderson, the 2 center back.
Bia, end line, cut back. Shawinga the target. Dabinia went up for it. This on the first time goes above the crossbar. Recaro slid up high. Rodriguez punched away awkwardly by Nair. Discussions on the Kansas City bench. What does Dabinia have up her sleeve? Shawinga header into a diving Nair.
Well, it's going to be important for Chicago to take these moments just to slow the game down, get a hold of the ball, because now just giving away. There's a previous attempt from Shawinga up the second phase of them, making sure that they're marked up, staying touch tight.
Swanson. Staub went up for it. Now a goal kick. Her 4th goal of the season tonight. Swanson. Too high for Griffith to do anything with it. Hung up in behind. Ball bouncing toward Franklin. And Franch hangs on. Runs into her own defender. Bia. Shawinga. Shawinga's throw. Shawinga denied by Nair. Rodriguez crossing, Bia! A glancing blow. Running away from Milazzo, pumps the brakes, Bia! Good first touch, Bia! Went for the near post.
For that space in behind, can't she just peel herself a bit wider, see if she can isolate herself even more on that far side?
Another free kick won by Chicago. For Shawinga! Shawinga got there! No player tonight has more XG. That is her 6th shot of the game. Nair got just enough.
Well, this is exactly why I talk about Dabinia staying in those central areas. It's almost...
It's off her head to Dabinia. Dabinia, crawl hops, leaves it off. And that's probably it. Will Mao and the Red Stars get their flowers here tonight in front of 11,500? Or do the Current have a comeback in them? Shawinga early, bouncing all the way through, past Nair. Ball bouncing toward Milazzo and gets it out to touch.
Well,
with Nair likely to be at the 4. Ball whipped in, Nair went for it. Ball drops, turning effort is in! There's the equalizer, it's Bia!
Sometimes you just need a half chance to spin around, and look at all the players, the amount of bodies around Alyssa Nair. She opts to come for it through traffic. 2 hands, can't get enough on it, allows for Bia just to be able to spin around. It doesn't even make good contact, but sometimes you just need a half a chance in these moments, keeps it on frame, slots it past Sam Stock to make it 1-1, and her 5th goal of the season.
Hutton, good leading touch. Oh, wow! Hutton went for goal. Claire Hutton's fun, really fun. New York native, signed in December, 3-year deal for the 18-year-old.
She's showing some of her ability to join in the attack. Usually tasked with sitting back a little bit deeper.
Got away from Anderson. Shawinga! Shawinga! She had been knocking on the door. She blows it down. 2-1 Kansas City.
Well, just one mistake. We talk about them wearing you down physically, but also emotionally. It starts from Haley Mace reading the play tremendously, steps hard. That forces the turnover, and then it's Anderson, and this is where she'll have to evolve as a defender. Overcommits. That leaves this ball for Shawinga, and just the calmness to get her head up, place that into the near post. All of a sudden, just like that, again, back-to-back weeks, 2 quick goals in quick succession, and they find themselves up 2-1.
We knew the intersection that's loud. It's the whole venue here. Ball to the near post, ricocheted down away from Nair. Nesbitt. Nesbitt bouncing off target, sending Franch diving.
And they're calling for a bit of a deflection off of this ball from Nesbitt. Lets it bounce. Great first touch to get it out from underneath her. Has one eye. Just wants to hit it first.
Flores just doesn't give a lot of yells. He has given 7, including this poor assistant coach. Contact. That's a free kick. That's the first yellow to a player tonight. It goes to Haley Mace. And this is prime real estate for Chicago.
When it starts with Mallory Swanson conducting this attack, just a change of pace for her to be able to break free and then find the moment to bounce the ball off Jamise Joseph, and then Hawking be able to get in this position to draw the foul.
Or does Swanson just go for it herself? Swanson, just a little too much on it. That's
off to the races.
Ball all the way through for Lavoisier. And Dabinia traveling as a pair through the penalty area. Dabinia went fluttering for it.
And there's a space. We could push up. out of sorts defensively. Good early ball into the path of Dabinia.
Swanson. Ball headed down by Joseph. And it did take a deflection away as Franch came off the line. It is a corner. This will be the 5th of the night for the Red Stars.
It's good delivery to the back post from Mallory Swanson. 2 players around just making sure that they have Jamise Joseph covered. Ailey Mace putting herself in a good position. That one just comes off the back. Hasn't been their best defensively for the Kansas City Current. Set pieces, corner kicks.
Swanson offering. Header down and in! Oh, wow! Chicago level! Swanson, a magical assist!
Well, case in point right here. This has been their Achilles heel all game long. Another fantastic delivery, this time driven right into the mix. And it's Sam Stott that just rises above the traffic, finds just a little bit of space, and exactly where you want to put it. A little bounce, sees its way past as AD Franch doesn't see it till late.
Curran might be lucky to avoid a yellow for trying to inhibit the restart. No, not so lucky. Couple of years with the Current, navigating, firing, and now the chances are fleeting. Orlando, Utah next week. We may have a 3rd straight week with the top team in the table. As Orlando last week, KC this weekend. Orlando will have a chance to regain the lead atop the table this weekend, should these points be dropped by the Current. Full time! What an incredible result for Chicago. They take a point away from CPKC Stadium. The top team in the table settles for a draw. 2-2.